Hi everyone. This is a quick run through on how and why we incorporate and use color lookup tables in our practice. All tissue mapping data can be presented in numeric terms by the use of regions of interest, but assigning colors to the values allows the maps to rapidly communicate more information, like these two lookup tables presented by Martin Ugander at SCMR 2014, going from a cooler color to a hotter one, from lower to higher native T1, and similarly with ECV. So we liked those lookup tables and we incorporated them into our practice using third-party software. Here's our T1 lookup table, a T1 post contrast, which came from a different paper. ECV lookup tables, also from the Martin Ugander presentation. And so a normal study at our center will look like this with a normal T1 appearing greenish yellow. Normal ECV looks cool like this, bluish. Our T2s come from yet another table from a paper by Springcart in JCMR in 2015 and look like this, again going from cool to hot. So why use a color map? Why not just drop multiple regions of interest all over the left ventricle? Because it's sort of like this movie Holes, starring Shia LaBeouf, um, where a bunch of kids had to dig up an entire desert floor looking for treasure. It's a bit random, it's time consuming, and you may not find what you're actually looking for. Whereas if you apply a color lookup table to your data, you will see the abnormalities laid out for you quite clearly, like this case with an acute MI with normal myocardium over here, that's our remote. And here the infarct, and within the infarct, we can see two regions. One is the acute infarct here, the region, sorry, the area at risk being the green, and over here, still within the infarct, is an area of blue, which is hemorrhage because of iron's effect on the T2 maps. And now you're acting like a pirate with a treasure map, and you're able to go directly to the treasure and dig it out of the ground. Um, how about adopting a lookup table? Well, first of all, like I mentioned before, our T2 lookup tables come from this paper by Springcart, and we liked the lookup tables that they had. So first thing is find a paper that you like, then screen capture the lookup table from the paper if it's available, and then using an eyedropper, take the specific color from the specific relaxation value and put them into a spreadsheet. That way you're not struggling to figure out which color it is you're looking at. And now using that new table, you can go to your third-party software and use their color palette to assign colors to specific relaxation values. And that's our T2 map once again. If you want to transpose your lookup tables like we did, for example, taking the Martin Ugander lookup table and then moving it to 3T, you need to get the mean and standard deviation of the normal range of your magnet and sequence for one lookup table, and then the mean and standard deviation of the normal range of the magnet and sequence of the lookup table you'd like. And convert relaxation values to z-scores on both of these and transpose one lookup table to the other, and you'll get this.